Castle Impossible took the HGTV world by storm. A crumbling French chateau, 2 unassuming leads, and 1 breathtaking transformation that left millions of viewers obsessed. But after season 1 wrapped up with a stunning finale, HGTV went quiet. No promos, no updates, no word on season 2. Now, fans are starting to ask the question no one wants to answer. Has Castle Impossible been silently cancelled? In this video, we're breaking down everything, from HGTV's suspicious silence, to theories about why the show might never return, to what Daphne and Ian might be planning on their own. Let's uncover the truth behind the possible silent cancellation of Castle Impossible. Castle Impossible wasn't your average HGTV show. No celebrity hosts, no scripted drama, just grit, vision, and a lot of old stone walls. When Daphne Reckert and Ian Figuera took on the challenge of renovating a decaying French castle, few expected it to work. But it did. The audience fell in love with the authenticity, the raw footage, the struggle, the payoff. It was a slow burn, unlike flashy house flippers and celebrity makeovers, but it resonated. The finale was a quiet triumph, and fans immediately began asking, when's season 2? But that question has gone unanswered ever since. HGTV is known for hyping up returning shows. They tease renewals, they post behind-the-scenes previews, they run social media campaigns for every fan favorite. But with Castle Impossible, HGTV has done none of that. No trailer, no interview, no update, not even a single official statement. This silence isn't normal. And fans have noticed. Across Reddit, Facebook groups, and YouTube comment sections, viewers are asking the same thing. Why hasn't HGTV said anything about Castle Impossible? That silence is fueling rumors and concern. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. What if Castle Impossible was cancelled without an announcement? This wouldn't be the first time HGTV quietly shelved a show. Other fan favorites like Bargain Block, The Flipping El Musas, Christina in the Country Farmhouse Fixer have all been dropped without much warning or explanation. In fact, 2024 and 2025 have seen more quiet cancellations than ever before. A quick pause. If you want to stay updated on all things HGTV, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video if you're enjoying it so far, and drop a comment to share your thoughts. All right, let's jump back in. HGTV seems to be changing its programming strategy, and slower-paced documentary-style shows like Castle Impossible might not fit the mold. So the question becomes, did Castle Impossible fall victim to a quiet network shift? If the show really was cancelled, why? Here are the top theories circulating online. Theory 1. Budget problems filming a show in rural France is expensive. Shipping materials, coordinating crews, dealing with international regulations, all of it adds up. HGTV might have looked at the numbers and decided it just wasn't profitable enough to continue. Theory 2. Creative conflict. Some fans speculate there were behind-the-scenes disagreements between the hosts and the network. Daphne and Ian came across as fiercely independent. They weren't your typical media personalities. It's possible they clashed with producers on editing, timelines, or how their story was portrayed. Theory 3. Incomplete renovation. Some sharp-eyed viewers noticed that parts of the castle were never shown in the finale. Certain areas were still under construction. Could it be that the renovation never actually finished? If so, Season 2 couldn't begin until that was resolved. Theory 4. Legal issues. While unconfirmed, some online discussions have floated the idea of legal entanglements, permit problems, liability concerns, even contractor disputes. These could all quietly kill a show behind the scenes. One of the strangest parts of this mystery is the hosts themselves. Daphne and Ian haven't posted much since the finale. No cast reunions, no major interviews, no YouTube recaps, no thank you tour, just a handful of photos, and then total radio silence. It's out of character for HGTV stars. Most hosts flood their feeds with updates, sponsor partnerships, and lifestyle content. But these two? Nothing. Are they contractually barred from speaking, or are they quietly stepping away from the spotlight? Either way, their silence only deepens the mystery. Let's look at a pattern. In the past 2 years, HGTV has dramatically reshaped its programming. Gone are the niche shows, gone are the slow renovation projects. In their place, flashier formats, quick flips, celebrity-driven concepts, more competition-based shows. Just look at the Flip-Off Renovation Resort Showdown Battle on the Beach. These are faster to produce, cheaper to shoot, easier to market. Castle Impossible doesn't fit that strategy. It's slower, more thoughtful, emotion-driven. That might be beautiful TV, but it's not necessarily business-friendly TV. The silence hasn't stopped fans from pushing for answers. Hundreds of social media comments are asking, what happened to Castle Impossible? Is season 2 ever coming? Why won't HGTV say anything? Some fans have even launched small campaigns, posting hashtags like #BringBackCastleImpossible, tagging HGTV in hopes of forcing a response, even creating video essays and recaps to keep the conversation alive. This kind of grassroots energy shows one thing. The fan base isn't just loyal, it's hungry. They don't just want answers, they want closure. If HGTV has dropped the ball, is there still hope? Some fans believe another network or a streaming platform might pick up Castle Impossible. Netflix, Max, Discovery Plus, or even Amazon Prime could step in. They already produce international renovation content. The audience is there, the interest is proven, and the story isn't finished. Daphne and Ian could even go indie, start a YouTube channel, film their own updates, crowdfund season 2. In today's media world, they don't need a network to stay relevant. Here's a theory that offers some hope. What if Castle Impossible is filming right now, in secret? There have been whispers of production equipment near the property. Fans claim to have seen filming crews nearby. Permits for light renovation activity have been filed in the region. Even scaffolding was spotted in drone images. It's possible HGTV is holding season 2 back for a big surprise reveal. Maybe for a fall launch, maybe to align with another project. But if that's true, why not say something? Why keep fans completely in the dark? It feels like a strange strategy, but not impossible. Another angle to consider: timing. HGTV may be waiting for a quiet season. Maybe they don't want to launch Castle Impossible during a crowded slate of reality content. Maybe they're spacing out their lineup due to budget constraints. Networks sometimes delay announcements for months just to hit the perfect slot. So, while it feels like a cancellation, it could just be careful scheduling. If that's the case, though, fans deserve at least a confirmation. The silence hurts more than a delay ever could. Silent cancellations are becoming more common. They allow networks to avoid backlash. No headlines, no uproar, just silence until people forget. But this strategy backfires when fans don't forget. Castle Impossible's fan base is growing more frustrated every week. The longer HGTV stays quiet, the more it damages trust. People want honesty, even if it's bad news. A silent cancellation feels disrespectful, especially for a show that brought something truly unique to HGTV's lineup. There's one more possibility, one that gives fans hope. What if Castle Impossible wasn't meant to be a seasonal show? What if the renovation simply isn't finished? Maybe season 2 is waiting on a real milestone, completion of the West Wing, the opening of the chateau to guests, or a total transformation that's still in progress. That would explain the delay. That would explain the silence. The show could return not as a typical follow-up, but as a full-circle documentary. Until then, fans are stuck in limbo. Castle Impossible was more than just a home renovation show. It was a human story, one that viewers deeply connected with. Now, the silence around season 2 has become louder than any announcement. Whether it's budget issues, internal conflict, or quiet strategy, fans deserve clarity. Because when you build something beautiful in front of millions of people, you don't just walk away, you finish the story. So, is Castle Impossible Season 2 truly canceled? Or is it quietly waiting for the right moment to return? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: HGTV's silence has become impossible to ignore. What do you think? Is Castle Impossible Season 2 really canceled? Or is something happening behind the scenes that we haven't been told? Drop your theories in the comments. Which episode was your favorite? Do you think Daphne and Ian should go indie? And if you want more Castle Impossible updates, along with all the HGTV drama, cancellations, and untold stories, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell. Because if HGTV keeps staying quiet, we'll keep digging. Thanks for watching.